Most of you watching this video already know that the US Supreme Court allowed for ICE to continue their roving patrols in Los Angeles. But how did the US Supreme Court get there? What happens next? And does this apply nationwide? The US Supreme Court did not have a full trial on this. What they did is they used what's called an emergency shadow docket to basically lift the restraining order that the lower court had put into place that was not allowing ICE to do these roving patrols. So out of the 9 justices, essentially 6 of them agreed that ICE could continue with these roving patrols. Justice Kavanaugh wrote the concurring opinion and essentially said that if an ICE officer has reasonable suspicion that a person is here in the country illegally, they could detain the person to ask questions. One of the things that he says is that essentially an ICE officer can't use ethnicity or race as the sole reason that raises reasonable suspicion for them to question somebody. And the other factors have to be taken into account, like the language that they're speaking, where this person is employed, the type of neighborhood that they live in. The 3 dissenting judges essentially said this is going to just lead to racial profiling. So what happens next? Well, the legal battle is not over at this point. The case is still going to go through the process of the court system, and the next court hearing is going to take place on September 24th, 2025. This Supreme Court ruling doesn't mean that ICE is automatically protected if they're going to do this nationwide. A full Supreme Court hearing on the merits of the case would have to take place before their decision would be binding nationwide. If you have questions about your immigration situation and you'd like to talk to me about it, the best way would be to schedule a consultation through the link in my bio, or you can call my office, and that information is also in my bio.